Alright folks, we are back this time with the SRA Somewhere Saloon Truck Series. A big shout out to the Somewhere Saloon in Kansas City, Colorado. Folks, if you live near there, it sounds like they have some great food and some great drinks, great company. Welcome, and these guys are, this is the last race before the chase, starting here tonight. Next week starts the chase, so 12 drivers from here tonight, the top 12 in points, will move on to the chase, competing for the championship here in a few weeks. So a lot riding on the line here tonight to try to get as many points as you can possibly get before before they go into the chase. So trying to make it into that chase. So there's a few guys that are on the edge. We'll go down through the points here in just a few minutes. Coming up later tonight, folks, check it out, their Race Core Xfinity Series, and also later after that, the ECR K&N Series. So check them out right here on MaxSpeedTV. And coming up tomorrow night, we have the SRA Gen 6 Series. That will be the last race of the chase there as well before they, last race of the regular season, excuse me, before they go to the chase. And also the Racing for a Cause Series. So, check those out tomorrow night. Hey Drea, how you doing? We got about 7 minutes left here. I'm going to see if I can get somebody down here. I wanted to talk to a special person here, so give me 1 second, and we'll get somebody down here to talk to them. Talk to them about their season here and what the plan is here for tonight. So we got Jake Nichols in the booth. Jake, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Jake, second in the points coming in tonight, 13 points behind Femi Olat. What is the plan here tonight, brother? I know you want to win. I know. Other than that, what are you going to do? You going to get right out there and race it up hard at the beginning? Pretty hot, slick track out there tonight. You don't know how much it's going to change.
Yeah, Homestead's always been a good track for me, so I think we're going to go out there and try to dominate this race, or at least run up front. Since it's the last race to the chase and we're pretty much in, this is kind of a proving ground to get some momentum into the chase. So I think if we can start up front and finish up front and run towards the top three the entire race, and if not, get the win, that'd be a great statement to make right before the chase. We got some good tracks to start out with in the chase too. Haven't raced Gateway in a while, but I think we'll run pretty well there. So we're just hoping for a great race tonight on this tricky track.
Yeah, I think that's where you guys go next week, is Gateway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, that's going to be a whole lot different. A mile and a half here tonight, and I think, what's Gateway, like 3/4 of a mile? Or?
It might be a mile. It's got long straightaways.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess it. Yeah, I guess it does. Okay, I get a couple of those tracks confused, but all right. Well, now second in points, you had the lead, and what was it, last week? I think Femi took the lead from you. I believe that's how it went, wasn't it? Or am I thinking?
I think it was
6 or.
I think that was Gen 6. I think we had the lead 2 weeks ago, and I had to miss a race with my computer problem. So
that's right.
And then I lost it then, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, it really hurts when you lose a race or something, miss a race or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, I barely made the Monday one. The night after, I wanted to race so much because Martinsville was my favorite track, and the moment I had the opportunity to race, I was more pumped for that race just to get the opportunity to than any other race. It felt like I was really excited.
All right, well, good luck out there tonight, Jake. It looks like you're at the top of the leaderboard in practice, so hopefully you can carry that momentum over into qualifying and get a good start for the race.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep, enjoy the.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to cut him off there. Enjoy the race. I was looking for one other person here that I wanted to talk to, but I have not. Wait. No, I don't see Robert Giannini in here anywhere, but I did see Femi Olat. Let me see if I can get Femi down here real quick. Femi, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Femi, top of the leaderboard in the points going into the last race here before the chase. Obviously, I know you want to get out there and win, but how difficult is it going to be for you tonight? And where does this track rank in some of your favorite tracks?
I'm not trying at all tonight. There's no point for me. I'm just gonna try running like a completely different standing ratio and just see what happens.
Okay.
But this is actually my favorite track, so it's actually it'll be a good test for me to try out some new settings, you know, change some stuff up.
Well, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. A lot of drivers, I don't think, really think of situations like that. I mean, you're pretty much locked into the chase, and you're not going to fall out of the top 12 here tonight. So
exactly.
Yeah, that's a good time to use that. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Okay, well, man, top of the leaderboard in the points, Femi. Man, that's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, I actually had a really good season. I don't even know what my average start is, but I don't remember ever really starting up front, but I've just been getting finishes, which that's the complete opposite in the Gen 6 series, as I've been getting wrecked a lot. But I wish it meant something to be top of the leaderboards, but I guess it's like a sort of moral victory going to the chase.
Heck yeah, man. All right, well, I'm going to let you get out of here because we're going to head off and do the Star Spangled Banner. So good luck out there, Femi, and I hope that all that testing works out great for you.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Okay, so we've got a couple of them that are ready to get out there and rock and roll. That's Femi Olat is top of the leaderboard in the points, and Jake Nichols second, only 13 points behind him. I could get third. Let me see if Bobby's available here. You know what? There's Robert Giannini. Robert, you got a copy?
Yes, I got a copy.
Pronounce your last name again for me.
Giannini.
Giannini. Okay. I get it confused. I say Giannini and then I say Giannini. I figured one of them times I'll get it right?
It's Giannini. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I know you said that before, but I don't like butchering people's names, Well, Robert, excuse me. You're back in, seventh in points. How's your season been for you so far?
The season's been pretty good. I mean, I got no complaints. The last couple of weeks I've had some trouble. Just the inconsistencies and just not hitting my marks. But hopefully we get that out here at Homestead. Get a good top 10 finish going into the chase and do what we could do going forward. Well,
I think with the points that I'm looking at here, I think you're pretty much in. I don't know if you've got the official word. Have you heard anything about that you're officially in the chase?
I don't have an official word on it. I'm pretty sure I had a start at least tonight.
Yeah.
Be locked in, but I think once I start the race, I'm pretty much at lock-in spot.
Okay,
so
very good.
I think I have like a 20-point lead over or something like that. So pretty much would have to finish. I pretty much had to not show up. So today I showed up. We're gonna get in, and we're gonna see what we can do going forward from here.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck out there, Robert.
I appreciate it, and you guys have a good day in the booth.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, folks, we're going to cut away real quick here and play the national anthem. We'll be back right after that, so don't go anywhere. Lots of exciting racing to come right here on MaxSpeedTV.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying's underway. We've just got a few qualifiers so far, but a lot of guys out there turning times. So real quick here, I did kind of want to run down through the points for you real quick, so you know who is in the chase here. Femi Olat with a 13-point lead over second place. Jake Nichols, Bobby Zielinski in third, 23 points behind the leader. Cody Miller in fourth, with 23 points behind, tied there with Bobby Zielinski. Bobby Cheney, 28 points behind. Tyler Ducharme, 44 points back. Robert Giannini, 50 points back. Pretty much these guys are kind of, I'm going to say, probably sewed up here. Bryce Senesac probably also making it into the chase, 53 points behind the leader. Tyler Sifford in ninth. David Shutt rounds out the top 10. They're 79 points behind. Tony Schoen in 11th, Stephanie Lessentine in 12th, Sean Williams 13th, Ben Nelson 14th, Jared Darling 15th, James Coulibaly 16th, Zoltan Hertzeg 17th, Nicholas Cresso 18th, Josh Robin in 19th, and Davis Richards making the top 20. So that is your points coming into tonight for the Somewhere Saloon Truck Series at SRA. As you can see, pretty tight up there. The top five are really tight. A lot can change tonight. So with this being a 1.5-mile track, and the guys are, they're trying to get as many points as they can possibly get. That's going to be the ticket here tonight. So well, again, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it very much. And we're just open qualifying right now. Everybody's out here turning the fastest time that they possibly can. And right now, it looks like we've got Freddie De La Rosa on the top. Jake Nichols second. Awesome. Now we got about 18 qualifiers, looks like. Hey, Steele, how you doing? Brandon? Tyler's Hifford in there. Yeah, Andrea. Very cool, very cool. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show here tonight. You know how these guys, they never seem to disappoint putting on a great race. So I think you all are in for a pretty awesome treat here tonight. It's going to be very hard racing, very competitive, because these guys, everybody's trying to make it into that top 12. At the end of the race, we're going to get, Bobby's going to come up here and tell us who the top 12 are that will make it into the chase starting next week. So you'll have to listen to that. That'll be at the end after the interviews of the top 3. Oh, hey, Six Speed, how you doing? We got people in Twitch chat too. We are streaming to YouTube and Twitch, whichever your preferences are. And a few people in Twitch, so welcome to everybody in Twitch there tuning in. Appreciate that very much. And Waffle's in the house. Or Waffle House. Hey, Waffle. All right, about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in qualifying. Doesn't look like anybody's going to beat... I'm sorry, that's Ben Nelson on the top. Why was I thinking that was Bobby or Freddie De La Rosa? I'm sorry, that's Benjamin Nelson on the top, beating Jake Nichols. Actually, yeah, by 3/100ths of a second. Pretty close time. Ah, very cool, very cool. How's the baby doing? I take it it's your baby, right? Got to tell us some of the specs here. How old and how big, how much weight. Got to tell us the specs on the baby. Kind of afraid Ben Nelson may hold on to the pole here. I was going to say Bobby Zielinski to get out there and beat him, but Bobby's back in 6th. So that's kind of surprising. Yeah, Bobby's back in 6th place. He's close. I mean, they're pretty tight right there. The top 6 are pretty tight times. Camille Latt, our points leader, in 7th. A boy or a girl there, 6 Speed? But a boy or a girl? How old? You're not telling us any specs on the baby here now. Unless you're typing. All right, just a few seconds left in qualifying here, folks. We'll get everybody on the grid, get them accounted for you, and be off and going. And again, hello to the Somewhere Saloon in Kansas City, Colorado, this season's sponsor. And we're hoping, I don't know, I'm not speaking for SRA, but I'm hoping that they return next season for another season with these guys, because it was so awesome to have them on board this season. They show this in the bar up there. They have a bar restaurant in Kansas City, Colorado, on 254-inch screens live for the patrons to watch. So, and they root for you guys. So, I mean, they root for the racers. All right, that's going to wrap up qualifying. Oh, he's your third one. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool. 4 months old. Oh, man. They're so tiny when they're out young. That's cute. Pretty cool. Takes a few seconds here for qualifying for it to switch over, so we got to wait for him here just a few more seconds. There it goes, finally. All right, they're gridding up. Let's run down through the grid here, folks. All right, starting on the pole, Benjamin Nelson with a 32.965. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Jake Nichols will start on the outside of the front row. David Shutt starting third. Freddie De La Rosa fourth. Bobby Cheney fifth. Bobby Zielinski in sixth place. We got the Bobby and Bobby show back there in row 3. The Walls Beard Co. row 4. Femi Olat starting 7th. Zoltan Herkzeg 8th. Curtis Sawyer 9th. Nicholas Kressel 10th. Tyler Sifford will start 11th. Bryce Senesac 12th. Robert Giannini, I gotta say it right, Giannini, in 13th. Cody Miller will start 14th. Tony Schoen 15th. Chris Bryant starting 16th. Sean Williams 17th. Anthony DiMaggio will start 18th. James Coulibaly 19th. William Klein in 20th. First one to not take a qualifying time, Tyler Ducharme starting back in 21st. Nate Trito 22nd. And rounding out the field, Josh Robin in 23rd. Again, real quick here, I'll let you guys take a look at the points here. You can see where the points lie as we speak right now. At Femi Olat, Jake Nichols there, top 2. Zielinski 3rd, Cody Miller 4th, and Bobby Cheney. That's your top 5 coming in. This is the last race before the chase starts. So everybody's going to be pushing their cars or their trucks here right on the edge. And 30 laps. We got to run here at Homestead, Miami. Or Miami Homestead, whatever you want to call it. Whichever way you want to say it. Tomato, tomato. Alright, here we go. 130 laps. Looking at these guys. Pace car's in.
Green, green, green.
And there's the green. We're off and going. Good even start by everybody up here in the front right now. Ben Nelson trying to get that first spot locked up. David Shutt to the bottom. Inside. Jake Nichols back to third. And I don't think Shutt's done yet because he's still hanging on that inside. But he's going to try to maybe get underneath Ben Nelson, and Ben's not even going to get the lead the first lap. But Ben comes back pretty hard here on the high side, and I think he'll be able to hold Shutt off at the line. Yes, he does. Grabs that bonus point right off the bat. Now, Ben is not, I believe, from what I was talking to Bobby earlier, I don't believe Ben is going to be, yeah, he's way back in the finish. Out of it. Bobby Cheney, 4th place. He is locked in pretty much. 5th in the points coming into tonight. Bobby Zielinski, 3rd in the points. There's Freddie D up to 6th. Both side by side here with Zoltan Herkzeg. Can you all hear me okay over the truck? Whatever. Well, Ben's still leading. Jake Nichols 3rd, now battling with Bobby Cheney. Cheney has to duck in behind you. Looking to try to get up there with these guys. Was up to 6th place after starting 8th, picking up a couple of positions. Nicholas Maressel, back in 8th, he picks up a couple of positions on the after the start. Excuse me. Let's see if right up here on David Shutt. Now he takes to the high side, Lincoln a little bit. And opens up the bottom for Jake Nichols to take advantage of that. Not able to do it though. Shutt's going to hold him off. Jake stays in 3rd. If Shutt looking to the inside again, and he's going to get it. Ben's going to let go. We have a caution. Let's go see where the caution is. I believe it was Will Klein. But let's go take a look here. I think it was Will Klein. Yes, it was. Oh, man, I didn't go back far enough. What the heck? He must have got into the wall or something there, and looks like his engine has let go. Same with Nate Trito, he's on pit road as well. So first caution out, and these guys are coming to pit road. Hard to hear me over the trucks. Okay, I can turn them down just a little bit. Sorry about that. Kind of hard for me to hear whether they're really, you know, too loud or not. All right, down pit road they go. Everybody comes to their pit stall here. David Shutt leads them in. Ben Nelson stops in his pit stall. Jake Nichols. Everybody did a great job there too. Somebody driving through. Robert Giannini stays out. James Coulibaly drives through. Femi Olat drives through. So we got a couple of drive-throughs. All right, they are away. And David Shutt does come out first. All right. Let's see if we can find somebody here to talk to. All right, we got Ben Nelson in here. Ben, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Ben, you got out there and you led a couple of laps, okay, 4 laps, and then David Shutt looked like you kind of let him go there right when he was getting ready to pass you. But how's the truck feeling out there on the track, being as it is so hot and slick?
It's definitely kind of slick. It kind of feels like it's riding on top of the track as to being on the track, but I mean, we're just trying to take care of our tires out here. I know I am. It's going to be pretty tough in the long run.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Well, you think you'll be able to get around Shutt and get back to the lead?
I don't know if I really want to push it right now. I don't really want to kill the tires. I have a history of killing the wall here too, so I don't want to do that either. No, you don't. No. All right, well, I'm going to let you go so you can stay focused on your race. Bring it home here tonight, Ben. I'll try my best. Thanks.
All right. Okay, so Ben seems to be pretty focused on it. Now, Robert Giannini stayed out. He led some laps, which is good because he needed the bonus points. Even though he's pretty much locked into the chase, he stays out. Jake Nichols is back in 5th now, but Coulibaly, David Shutt, Robert Giannini, and James Coulibaly stayed out. Now it looks like Coulibaly's going to come to pit road. Yeah, he's going to come in. Well, that's going to leave Robert Giannini out there with about 7 lap older tires. 7 or 8 lap older tires than the rest of the field. I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see. You're still having trouble hearing me in the booth? I turned my volume up a little more. I was always like blowing it out. I didn't want to like blow you guys' eardrums apart. Hopefully that's a little better. Well, thank you, Oliver. Appreciate that. All right, he's going to start on the high side, which is probably a good thing with them older tires. He stayed out specifically to lead a lap there to get the bonus points. So, and if he would have pitted, then he would have had to start at the back of the field. So, the penalties. But we're about to go back green here, folks. This is the part I love right here, getting these guys going. If Josh was here, he'd give us the boogity, boogity, boogity. I can't say it like he can. All right, pace car's in.
Green flag, green
And
flag.
there they go. Green is out. Boy, Robert got a good jump there over David Schutt. Nichols to the outside. And looks like Schutt's going to come back on the bottom. Ben Nelson and Bobby Zielinski side by side. Zielinski needed a good pit stop. He had a good pit stop there, but now he's kind of mired in traffic here and needs to work around through these. Giannini way up the hill. Whoa. Well, that slowed up Jake Nichols a lot right there. These guys are going to manage to get around him. He's going to stay up high and let these guys go. They're going to go 3 wide. Oh, my word, I'm telling you. Zielinski stuck it in there, and it held. Jake Nichols followed suit. Jake was kind of getting blocked in there for a little bit. Bobby Chaney. Here comes Tyler Ducharme into the picture now, coming from 21st to 7th, folks. Obviously the biggest mover out there so far in this race, and it's early. Well, thank you, Becky. Thank you, appreciate that. Last race before the chase, so a lot riding on the line here right now. David Schutt. See him on, kind of holding that line pretty good. Nice line right there. Ben Nelson looks like he might try to get underneath them, but he's just not quite finding the grip down there at this moment. So, but that could change. All right, Giannini goes back to 8th now. Still has the only one out there that has not made a pit stop. Nicholas Kressel, 9th place, and Bryce Senesac, that's 10th. Looking for Freddie D. Now, Freddie's not in the chase at all, but he is back here having a little bit of fun and enjoying himself here, racing with his buds. Samuel Latt is going to do some testing tonight. Doesn't need to worry about getting up there and battling for the win. He's got the points lead coming into tonight by a huge margin, so he doesn't need to worry about being locked in for the chase next week. He's in. So he's trying some different stuff. Trying some different, maybe some different wheel settings or, you know, whatever. So when we talked to him earlier, that was his plan tonight. Zielinski 3rd. Oh, Bobby Chaney 5th place, and Tyler Ducharme in 2nd. Well, I know it's a little early, but how do you guys feel? Let's do a little crank it up here, I think. What do you think? I think let's do a little crank it up. All right. And Tyler Ducharme taking a look to the inside of Bobby Cheney for that position. And they're going to go 3 wide. Zoltan takes it to the bottom. Holy smokes. Early for 3 wide, but man, they're putting it on there. And Tyler gets into the wall, just a slight brush of the wall. And Nicholas Kressel is going to take advantage of that. And he will pass up Tyler. Bryce Senesac right there as well, so I don't know if there was any damage on Tyler's truck, but he's probably assessing the damage as he's driving right now. We got one coming on pit road there. Not sure who that was. Nate Trito coming down pit road. He is quite a few laps down, actually, about 8 laps down. Nate, see it here. He is not. Yeah, he's not in the chase. So he does immaterial by him coming down pit road. He's probably doing some testing, the same as Femi Olat is. Here goes Ben Nelson taking a look to the inside of David Shutt. David got a little bit loose coming out of 4, and Bobby Zielinski not afraid to stick it in there. Almost tried to make it go 3 wide. And Ben Nelson a little bit loose, and they are going to go 3 wide down the backstretch, folks. Holy smokes. I don't even know what to think about this. Zielinski to the bottom. Ben not liking what he was seeing there. He kind of backed out just a little. And he's a little on the loose side. Shutt comes over in front of Zielinski to kind of slow his progress a little. Zielinski drives it into 1 really hard right there to get a clear Ben Nelson. Ben's keeping the nose right up under him though, just so he can't take that lane. And Jake Nichols, second in points, trying to take over the points leader tonight. Pretty much a guaranteed he's in the chase, so he doesn't really have to worry about that, but he wants to get that W. And then Bobby Cheney now battling with Zoltan Hertzeg. That is for 5th and 6th. Zoltan ducks in behind Bobby. Got to use the draft as much as you can here. And we got a brand new leader, possibly. Bobby Zielinski coming from 6th to the lead. I don't know if he's going to lead at the line. I think it was pretty close there. No, he did not lead that lap. David Shutt led that one. Now Shutt way up the hill is going to open the bottom up for Ben Nelson. Wow. Zielinski does clear him, and he will lead this lap, I'm sure. Unless something drastically happens. And Bobby Zielinski leads his first lap of the race, collecting that bonus point. 3rd in the points. 23 points behind the leader, Femi Olat. So that'll help him out. He's pretty much locked in too. Like I said, these guys just want to get the W out of this. Zoltan. Femi Olat trying different things out there tonight. Kind of drifted back in the field a little bit, back about 11th or something there before that caution. And now he's got himself worked back up to 8th. Tyler looking to the inside of Zoltan. Can't do it. They're going to go 3 wide there for a second. Tyler didn't like that. He said, nope, I'm not going to go 3 wide. Femi underneath. Freddie D back here. Him and Nicholas Kressel having a little battle of their own. Chuck gets shuffled back. And on the outside is Jake Nichols. Outside line is usually where you want to be coming out of turn 4. And Jake Nichols does clear Shutt and officially does go into the 3rd place. Femi. Getting around the outside of Tyler Ducharme, and they made contact. Wow, good save by Tyler Ducharme. These guys are pretty much nose to tail all the way back to 20th place. Anthony DiMaggio's off the pace just a little bit there, about a second and a half from James Coulibaly. Coulibaly kind of holding up the back here. Josh Robin in 18th. That's a Somewhere Saloon truck right there, the sponsored truck run by Josh Robin. Somewhere Saloon, Kansas City, Colorado. Jumping on board this season for the official sponsor of SRA Truck Series. A little loose there. He's trying to get a win, but boy, he has not been too awful successful. He's had a lot of really bad races this season. All right, back up front, Ben Nelson and Bobby Zielinski still battling it up here for the lead. Ben a little loose there, coming off a 4, has to stay in behind Bobby Zielinski. Jake Nichols. I don't really see any major battles going on anywhere. Bryce Senesac here maybe, and Nicholas Caressel. Bryce blinking a little bit there. I guess I won't be able to stay on him too long. Nicholas will hold him off and stay in 10th. And that back here, Curtis Sawyer now with Sean Williams. Curtis started 9th and has drifted back to 15th. Guys. Colton Hertzeg into 5th now. About 2.93 seconds around there behind the leader, Bobby Zielinski. Got Femi Olat on his tail.
Yellow flag is out.
And we got a caution. So I can find where that's at. Well, looks like Curtis Sawyer going around. Wow. Big spin there coming off of the turn. So let's go back and take a look. All right, he's down the backstretch okay here. That coming out of turn 4 is where he lost it, so he should be here pretty quick. He got up there pretty close to the wall. Truck got sideways right in front of Josh Robin, and he immediately heads for the inside wall, but it looks like he might have kept it off the wall. So good job by Curtis Sawyer. Nice. That's some good driving right there, and I love the truck. Marshall amps. Pretty cool. Alright, he does get it back going. Now Bobby's going to bring them all to pit road here, folks. We'll see if we can get a word in with somebody here whenever they get done with their pit stops. All right, looks like everybody come in this time. Coolbally's going to do his usual drive-through. And that will put him out in the lead. Ben Nelson out first. Bobby Zielinski second. Nice stop by Ben Nelson there. Nice stop. Yes, sir. All right, well, let's try to get a word in here. How about we'll try to get a word in with Bobby Zielinski. Let me find him real quick. Bobby Zielinski, got a copy?
Yes.
Bobby, what's going on out there, man? That looks like it's been pretty competitive between you and Ben.
Yeah, I guess I'm still kind of getting used to the track, but yeah, it's working out well so far.
Well, the guys were saying it's pretty hot and slick out there, and I know you guys like it, you know, kind of, you know, wrecking loose. But how bad is it?
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just a little slippery on the exit, but yeah, it's also the truck, so there's not a ton of power, so it's like it's a lazy slide. But yeah, it's fun. Well,
you're 23 points behind Femi coming into tonight. You're pretty much locked into the chase. So are you going to try to pull out the chase this season?
Sure, why not?
Go for the gold, huh?
Yeah, why not? Have some fun. If, you know, whatever happens, happens.
All right, very good. That's what we like to hear. All right, well, anybody you want to shout out to while you're here?
Shout out to Ben for being fast.
All right, very good, very good. That's a good shout out. All right, well, good luck out there, Bobby, and bring it home tonight.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Bobby Zielinski. Looks like Coolabally is coming in, so that's going to put Ben Nelson back in the lead. Well, I appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. You can check out our full schedule there, folks, at MaxSpeedTV.com. And also follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. All right, looks like the lights are out on the pace car, and we're about ready to go green here, folks. Going to be restarting on lap 38. Lap 38. Well, it looks like we had one retiree there, Will Klein, out early. He is not in the chase. He's not even in the top 20 in the points, so. But he did turn a few laps out there. Turned 6 laps. All right, here we go, folks. Pace car's just about ready to head to pit road. There it goes. And Ben Nelson, boy, he wasn't going to wait. He right on the gas. Shut in third, following Bobby Zielinski. Zielinski already showing some muscle here. Got there and led 11 laps already. Ben Nelson has led 6. Demi Olat trying different things out there, locked into the chase, but started 7th, drifted back in the field, now works his way back up to 5th. So whatever he's trying may be working. Jake Nichols to the inside of David Shutt, and Bobby Zielinski to the inside of Ben Nelson for the lead, and there he is. He got it. Now if Jake Nichols can get by David Shutt, Adler Ducharme, the biggest mover today, picking up 15 positions into 6th place from 21st. Nicholas Caressel and Freddie D go at it. And Freddie's going to get that position from Nicholas. Everybody's starting to get settled into a single file format here. Sean Williams in the Taylor Swift truck. Robert Giannini, he finally got to do his pit stop there, come out 13th. Tony Schoen 14th. Chris Bryant up to 15th. Kind of fell back there a while, and now he's back up there. Tyler Sifford. There for all the Sifford fans and family there in chat. Tyler running in 16th, but taking a look to the inside of Freddie D. Ooh, Freddie D out of it. Wow, what the heck happened to Freddie there? Something happened. Well, that just put Tyler in 14th as he passed Chris Bryant. He's running quite well. Anthony DiMaggio 18th. James Coulibaly 19th. And Freddie D now to the back of the field. 20th place. Last one on the lead lap. Bobby Z leading, and he does have about 0.3 of a second lead over Ben Nelson now. Going to put in a little bit of distance on Ben. Already 43 laps into this race, folks. Clicking it off quite fast here. Ben Nelson, David Shutt. Shutt takes a look to the inside. And he's going to get Ben Nelson. And said he wasn't going to get out there and just hammer that thing and burn up his tires. And he's showing some patience out there right now. And I think it's going to pay off for him in the long run. That's what you got to think about, the long run. Jake Nichols now in 4th. Kind of boxed in there right now between, or behind, I should say, David Shutt and Ben Nelson. And boy, Femi Olat just backed out of it there. Let Tyler Ducharme go. Tyler into 5th. Cheney trying to work over Nicholas Caressel now. Ben Nelson did lose that position to David Shutt. And he's trying to get it back, but now on the outside is Jake Nichols. We know that that outside line can work pretty good coming out of the turns. It's the end of the regular season. Next week starts the first race of the chase. Cheney in 7th. Zoltan coming alive here, going to pass up Nicholas Caressel on the bottom. And he hasn't quite got it yet. Nicholas is still there. He hasn't 100% cleared him. And Zoltan does clear him, comes up in front of him, and does take that spot away. So Zoltan goes into 8th. Nicholas Caressel back to 9th. Good run. Jake Nichols did get by Ben Nelson. Now Ben's back to 4th. Saving those tires. That's what he said he was going to do. Save them tires. Tyler and Femi Olat still going at it. Bobby Cheney now in 7th. Bobby looked like he had a little wiggle there coming out of the corner, but he had a good run on Femi Olat. Didn't want to waste that good run he had. Takes it to the bottom here in turn 1. And I'm not sure if he's got enough to pass Femi on that turn, but if he keeps after it, he'll get it. Tyler looking way up the hill there. I'm not sure. He's finding something up there where he's getting them good runs off the corner. And is holding off Femi Olat pretty well. That is your top 5 as they're running right now, folks. Back to 5th place there, Tyler Ducharme. Shut about 0.6 of a second off of the leader, Bobby Zielinski. Well, Chemo, I hope everybody at the bar is enjoying the show here tonight, because they're putting on a whale of a show here for the last race of the regular season. And pretty good racing so far. We've had 1 caution, folks, is all we've had so far. Oh, I'm sorry, 2. I take that back. Man, where was I at? Where in the heck was I at? 79 to go at the line. 2 cautions. We've had 7 lead changes, so we've had some guys out there collecting some bonus points. Bryce Senesac up to 10th after starting 12th. A little bit of a gap there between him and Nicholas Kressel, and then quite a ways back to Robert Giannini too. Now Robert is pretty much given. He's going to make it into the chase. He's 50 laps behind, or 50 points behind the leader right now, but he's going to have enough points to make it into the chase, I do believe. He said all he really needed to do was start, and he'll make it in. Tony Schoen. Tony was 11th in points tonight. He's kind of on the fence here of whether he's gonna have to run good here tonight in order to make it in. Tyler Sifford. Tyler 9th in the points, and he's gonna have to run well here too to make it to the chase. Sean Williams is borderline right now. He is 13th in points coming into tonight, 90 points behind the leader. So he's going to have a good run here too, just to make it in. Now Stephanie Lessentine did not show up tonight, so that will move him into the 12th position. But he's going to have to finish way better than Ben Nelson. Now Ben is in 4th. But he is 14th in the points and running in 4th place. Jake Nichols taking over 2nd from these guys, getting around David Shutt. Now Ben Nelson taking a look inside David Shutt. Just can't get that run. Shutt gets that good run off of turn 4 and holds him off. The battle here between Tyler Ducharme, Bobby Cheney, and Femi Olat. Bobby Cheney got a good run on Femi that time, but Femi comes right back as he gets that speed built off of turn 2. And they're about to try the 3 wide. Here they go. Oh, and Bobby gets really loose and puts Femi into the wall. And no caution. He alt F4'd right out of the race, but Tyler Ducharme down on it. Oh, what happened there? And no caution. He gets it going, though. Wow. Big upset there, folks. These guys are pretty much locked into the chase, but I can't believe there wasn't a caution on that. It was unbelievable right there. In the meantime, back up front, Bobby Zielinski with over a second lead over Jake Nichols right now. I mean, that's just going to help them in the points, but I mean, even though they're locked in already. David Shutt running in third is 10th in the points. He is not 100% locked in. It just depends on where he finishes. He's going to have to finish probably in the top 3 or 4 in order to guarantee that he'll make it to the chase next week. I know, do you believe it? No caution? I can't believe that.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, there's the yellow flag. We just got a yellow flag, so let me see where that's at. Oh my, Anthony DiMaggio. Let's go check it out and see what happened here. Alright, he's running alright here by himself now. I'd say it must have been a self-spin. He looked really loose coming off of turn 2 right there. I think, yeah, there's where he got into the outside wall. And I don't think he really had complete control of that truck right there. And he just lost it. Hit the inside pit wall there. Oh my. So he's going to have a lot of damage on that truck. Ouch. Alright, well, he's all that Ford out too. So Bobby Zielinski is going to bring everybody to pit road. I think I want. Alright, Bobby Zielinski hasn't been able to get off pit road first, so let's see how he does on this pit stop now. He did get into his pit stall first. Let's see if he can get out first here on this pit stop. Ben Nelson beat him off the pit road last time. And boy, it's a drag race off the pit road. Looks like Zielinski did win that race off the pit road. Yes, he did. Shutt second, Ben Nelson third, it looks like. We'll find out more when they get off of pit road here, but let's see if I can talk to Sean Williams. You got a copy?
Hey Rudy, what's up?
Not much there, brother. Well, you know, we were just looking at the points here and stuff. You're kind of like right on the cutoff there, where you're going to have to run good tonight to make it in to the chase, correct?
I think I'm in no matter what because Stephanie didn't show up.
Oh, okay. Well,
I believe.
Sure. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. But you still got to run well because, you know, you've got Ben Nelson. He's way up in the front. He was behind you in the points, so he's going to pass you. So there is some possibilities that you're kind of still on the fence.
Oh, hey, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to do the best I can here.
I know you will. Well, what's the track conditions like?
There's not a whole lot of grip. Hot track. It's getting pretty loose off, which is a lot of fun. That's how I like it. So I'm having fun out here.
Very good. Well, that's what we like to hear. Well, this being the last race before the chase, and if you make it in to the chase, what do you got planned? I guess you guys go to Gateway next week. Ouch.
Yeah, Gateway is a lot of fun, especially in the truck, so I'm looking forward to it.
Are you? Very cool.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right, well, Sean, I'm going to let you go and get back to it there, brother, and just run the wheels off of it.
We'll try, Rudy. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Sean Williams ready to try to do the best he can here tonight. Well, I think next caution we'll try to get somebody we haven't talked to in a while. I got something up planned here, but Josh Robin out, Anthony DiMaggio out, Femi Olad out, Curtis Sawyer out, and Will Klein out. Josh Robin was running the sponsored truck too, and he is out of the race. Doggone. So the Somewhere Saloon truck is no longer in the race. Well, that was a tough break for Tyler Ducharme there. He's going to be starting way back in 15th now. Cody Miller trying to pick up positions here. He's many laps down. But we're ready to go green here. We're going to be restarting on lap 64. Almost to the halfway mark, folks. A couple more laps and we'll be halfway. Pace car's in, and Zielinski right on that gas. Shut, and boy, they're going to go 3 wide back here, folks. So look at this, 3 wide. Ben Nelson, David Shutt, they went 3 wide there for a second, but I think Jake Nichols, he said, no, I'm not doing this. Not going to happen here. Not this close, but Jake did say this was his favorite track. Zoltan Herzog right up into the mix now. Him and Robert Giannini. Let's ride along with Robert here for a minute. Close right there with Zoltan. Wow, that was real close. Not one of them deals you want to try to you know, keep that right up there beside him like that, because you're taking a chance on wrecking yourself or both of you. Man, good racing. Good racing. Ray Senasac running in 7th, Nicholas Caressel 8th, Sean Williams 9th, and Tyler Sifford makes it into the top 10. Awesome. He fell back there quite a ways, and we thought maybe he was going to be not going to have a good finisher tonight, but looking good. A little past halfway now. Battling going on back here. This is a big battle going on here between 4 of these guys. And boy, did Bobby Chaney drive it in there hard or what, huh? And they're going to go 3 wide, way back in the field here. This is exciting stuff here, folks. We got a couple of guys that are pretty much locked into the chase. So, you know, they're trying a lot of different things. Koulibaly to the bottom. And they're going to go 3 wide again. Chaney drove it in there so hard he had to back out of it, and that let Tyler Ducharme take over the point now. Back in 11th place. But whatever little bit of damage Tyler did get there with that close call, he seems to be okay now. All right, back up front, Shutt holding off Ben Nelson. Jake Nichols in 4th. Look out for that guy behind you there, Jake, because Zoltan's coming. Oh, hey. Josh is back out there on the track. All right, he's hanging on to 16th. I thought he was done for the day. I didn't even show his car on the track, so. But he is 4 laps down. That's all right. He's running in 16th. Very good, very good. Zielinski with about a half a second lead now over David Shutt. Shutt's doing a good job of staying out in front of Ben Nelson right now. Shutt is 10th in the points, so he's actually got to finish very well too. That's some good racing. Josh Robin blinking like crazy. I think that's what he was trying to fix there. Why he was off the track for a little bit. He's having some serious blinking issues. I cannot stay on him because of his blinking. But he is trying to get around Ben Nelson now. What he's trying to do is get up there and possibly get one of them laps back the old-fashioned way. But I don't know if he's going to have enough for Bobby Zielinski when he gets there. Zielinski's quite a ways ahead of him. Tony Schoen, last one on the lead lap, 15th place. Nate Trito, he is back out on the track. He is 54 laps down, many laps down. Good stuff, though. This is good racing here. David Shutt, Ben Nelson. And they did, oh boy, they're still dealing with Josh Robin there. Josh did get around him, but boy, is he ever blinking so bad. They can't even tell where he's at. That's got to be kind of spooky. Kind of surprised the admins didn't tell him to, you know, at least get out of the way and let these guys battle it up, but that's not my job. I'm glad I don't have that job. Justin and who's that, Robert? Yeah, they do an amazing job at adminning, so my hat's off to them guys, man. The admins, they never get enough credit for what they do. You know, they can be the bad guy or the good guy sometimes, and I know a lot of guys don't like some of the calls that they make, but it's a tough job, you know, and until you've sat in those shoes, it's kind of hard for you to complain about something, you know, until you've done it yourself. So it's a thankless job, trust me. Been there and done that. It's a thankless job. And they're gonna go 3 wide. Jake Nichols sticks it in there. I don't know, boy, this is gonna stick or not. Close right there, but nope, not gonna happen. Wow, that was close. Jake up the hill a little bit there, and Ben Nelson a little squirrely coming off the corner. I think he just lost that position. Yes, he did. Jake Nichols now takes a look to the inside of David Shutt. These guys are racing like it's the last lap up here right now, but the thing of it is they can't let Bobby Zielinski get too big of a lead, and the more they battle side by side like this, the more he's pulling away. You know, Bobby Zielinski's got a big smile on his face out there right now. He's seeing these guys battle in his rearview mirror, and he's in clean air cruising. Very good. Ben Nelson, what did I just see there? Okay, he does get around David Shutt. Now he looks to the inside of Jake Nichols. Zoltan Hertzeg gets around David Shutt. Shutt's, I think, burned up his tires there, folks. Yeah, I think he just burned up his tires. Bryce Senesac coming alive here. Him and Robert Giannini going at it. Both of them pretty close in points, too. Robert is 7th in points, and Bryce is 8th in points. And they're only 3 points separating them two. So, man, very good job by these guys trying to stay with it here and make sure they do have a decent finish here tonight. All right, Jake Nichols. They're sailing up ahead of him. He's 1.8 seconds behind the leader right now. Well, yes, it does, Becky, because, you know, when they're blinking like that, you can't tell where they're at on the track. If you're racing around somebody that's blinking like that, oh, man, you know, he's there, then he's not there, he's there, then he's not there, and, man, it's really freaky to, you know, just to watch something like that. Yeah, I can't. I mean, you could imagine if, you know, you're driving and you know the guy's there, but you don't know exactly where he is and where he's going to come back. You know?
The yellow flag is out.
And we got a caution. Sean Williams involved in that. Oh no! Let's go take a look here. I think we had a couple other ones involved in it too. Tyler Ducharme, maybe. Let's see here. I think Tyler might have been the cause of that. Racing pretty hard here, right on the tail of the number 4 there, Nicholas Caressel. Caressel into the wall, and there's where Tyler got into the back of Caressel. And when he comes down across the track, there's Sean Williams. Sean had absolutely nowhere to go and no time to react to that. So, and he's going to get hit a couple more times here, Tyler is. Probably going to do Tyler in for the day. That would just be my, you know, guess. I really don't know what kind of condition that truck's going to be in after that. That was quite a hit. All right, Bobby Zielinski bringing them all to pit road here. And taking a look at the caution count. This is caution number 4. Number 4 on lap 80, folks. So we'll get this back going here one more time. A couple of cars staying out there to get their laps back. Josh Robin will get one of his laps back, so he'll only be 3 laps down now. Now the race off of pit road. I'm not sure who's gonna win this. Zielinski's away. He's got a pretty good speed coming off of pit road, but I think Ben Nelson might have got him at the line. Ah, he did. Ben Nelson, boy, I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a drag race off of pit road right there. I cannot believe that Ben Nelson got that. That is amazing. Well, we talked to Ben Nelson earlier, so I'm going to pick somebody else to talk to here. I was going to talk to... Where is he? Tyler Siffer, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Tyler, how bad is it?
We got about a minute and 40 seconds left.
Ooh. Well, you know, you pretty much got to, sorry. Wait till you get off that road.
Very good.
Okay. You pretty much got to have a good run here tonight, Tyler, to stay in this thing. So, you know, you've got to, you pretty much got to finish about almost into the top 10.
I mean, with the damage, I don't want to say I'm confident, but I could just hope for more cautions. I know some drivers have dropped out. I think at least one driver that is behind me that didn't make it tonight, so that gives me a little bit of cushion. Not a lot, but if we can just keep it running. Right now I'm running 12, so I think I'll be okay. Just as long as we stay green and no one gets their laps back, I should be okay, I think. Okay. Well, we were talking. I talked to a couple guys there about the track conditions out there tonight. It's a little slick, a little bit loose. Is that going to play into anything that you could use in your favor to try to pick up as many positions as you can? Oh yeah, I mean, a few runs ago I kind of picked up that I can drag the brakes a little bit to get the front end to sit a little bit faster, and once it sits, I'm able to mat it, and I'll be okay. after about doing that for about 5 laps, the back end will want to step out, but not as bad as what I'm seeing ahead of me. So
Right.
if I can try and keep the speed in the car now and do that again, I think I'll be okay. Who knows? I might be able to keep it full throttle with the damage.
Sure. All right, brother. Well, we're gonna let you go and get after it, man. You got your work cut out for you tonight.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, so Tyler Sifford got to work hard to make it in. I think he's in, but just to kind of make sure, you got to kind of give yourself that insurance, as you want to say, to make sure that you're going to make it in. So he's got to run really well here tonight. All right, Ben Nelson, Bobby Zielinski on the front row. It's been these guys up in the front all race long. Jake Nichols, David Shutt, those 4 have been battling hard. Some of the best racing I've seen this season that these 4 have been putting on together. Pace car's in, and Ben Nelson on that loud pedal. Zielinski drops it to the bottom. Shutt in 3rd, and Jake Nichols 4th. Jake takes it to the inside here, trying to see if he can't figure out something. Robert Giannini ahead of Zoltan Herzog. Now, Zoltan usually has a pretty good run as the tires get age on him. So let's see if he can hold off or actually get around Robert Giannini as the race goes on. But Giannini's got new tires now, and he runs excellent on new tires. So he's inside the top 5. And this is where he needs to be to kind of solidify that chance to get into the chase, which I think he's already in. Bobby Cheney, 7th. He's pretty much locked in. Bryce Senesac, I do believe, may be locked in. Yeah, I think he's locked in. The one that's kind of borderline here, some of the guys that are borderline, Tyler Sifford, David Shutt, Tony Schoen, and Sean Williams, and even Ben Nelson. Ben Nelson, he's got a chance of making it in. He's got to have a good run here tonight. Possibly a win. A win would really help him out tremendously. Led coming to 13 laps this time by. Zielinski's led 54. Yeah, I've seen some of the plates of food you guys have there, Chemo. Oh my word. I just sit there and look at that picture and drool. I like the taco one. That one is awesome. Oh man. Yeah, folks, check out their Facebook page there, Somewhere Saloon's Facebook page. Man, I'm telling you what, they've got some great looking food there. I'm sure it tastes good. Well, Zielinski had a moment there, kind of went up a little bit high in the corner, but he could be looking for some speed up there. He might be kind of checking things out. He's got time here. We know we're on the downhill slide of it. I think the guys are going to be right on the edge of probably having to stop one more time for fuel. They're kind of like right borderline to that. I think they can go about 45, 50 laps on a tank of fuel, but yeah, they're kind of on the edge right now. Zielinski looking to the inside of Ben Nelson to retake the lead. Ben's led 15 laps. He wants to keep leading more, and he does hold off Zielinski. He's going to have to start protecting that bottom line there. Zielinski's going to get the run on him. Bobby looks for every little slot that he can put that nose in there and go, and it's hard for you to kind of judge as a driver. You're trying to pay attention and hit your marks, but you're also watching in the rearview mirror and see where Bobby goes. Now I see Ben's kind of went up the hill a little bit into the Bobby Zielinski line there, and that could make the difference. Zoltan Herzog into 5th. Giannini getting away from Bryce Senesac a little bit there. Senesac in 7th now. Cheney 8th. Chris Bryant 9th. And Tony Schoen makes it into the top 10. Nicholas Cresso 11th. Tyler Sifford now 12th. Off the pace a little bit. He's running about 6.5 seconds behind them guys. But like he said, with that damage, you might be able to just flat-foot it around here. Sometimes you can do that. But the bad thing of it is you got to worry about tire wear. If you got damage on your truck, the tires, they wear really funny. And you can about imagine, you know, that when there's damage on your truck, it does have a bearing on the steering. Walensky again not able to make that pass on Ben Nelson. Ben is just so strong up there right now. And they're getting spread out pretty good around the track, so no real battles going on right now. Just everybody's kind of being A's right now and waiting to get this down, possibly to get it through to the last pit stop. Walensky again to the inside, and Ben Nelson again holds him off. Well, the thing of it is, you got to think, you know, if Bobby isn't trying different lines out there, you know, you've got to try different lines. You've got to check it out, because you might just hit on something that is going to be so much faster than everybody else. And we know Bobby's always fast wherever he races. Oh yeah, yeah, there you go, yeah. Yeah, big shout out to the Somewhere Saloon there in Kansas City, Colorado. I bet you they're hooping and hollering right now. And have a beer for me there, guys. Zoltan coming from 8th to 5th, and Zoltan is he is back in 17th in the points, pretty much out of it. Will not make it into the chase, but still out here trying. He did get around Giannini and Bryce Senesac. These two racing for position right now, and this is those two battling it up, because they're only 3 points separating them two, and they're both going to probably make it into the chase. Walensky to the inside of Ben Nelson, and Ben comes right back on the outside there. Good run off of turn 2, and he's going to hold Walensky off yet again. Wow, that truck's fast. He has a fast truck tonight. Oh, a little looser coming off of 4, though. He's really pushing it. Yeah, those tacos, that sounds really good, Chemo. All right, Walensky did make the pass there. He's going to come up in front of Ben Nelson. Whoa, Ben had to get out of it. All right, we're almost to the 30 to go here. A couple more laps, we'll be at the 30 to go. And look at this battle between these two. Now Walensky's got the outside, Ben Nelson inside. Kind of rolls reversed right there, and Walensky will retake the lead. Chemo, do they do takeout? I could order, maybe have it shipped to me, huh? I'm kidding, buddy, I'm kidding. All right, we got a battle going on here. Jake Nichols and David Shutt now. Jake on the inside of David Shutt, that would be for 3rd. Shutt comes back, beats him to the line. And it looks like Jake Nichols is going to get it that time if he comes up in front of Shutt, which he does. Shutt's going to try to do the crossover on him. And Zoltan hard into the wall right there. He didn't lose any speed, but boy, he hit the wall pretty hard coming off of turn 2. There's a big bump right there coming out of turn 2 if you're up on the high side. And if you hit that wrong, boy, you do hit the wall. You almost can't hardly avoid it. And Bryce Senesac, what happened to Giannini? Oh, Giannini's coming down pit road for his last pit stop. Planned pit stop, I would say. But I think we're going to start seeing some guys coming in here and making their last pit stop. All I can do is tell you Josh Robin is in 14th. He's blinking quite a bit. I'll try to stay on him here for a minute. Yeah, he's blinking really bad. But he is picking up some positions. Tyler Ducharme I guess he took it behind the wall. Koulibaly sitting on pit road with a lot of damage. Cody Miller out there still picking up positions in 19th. Yep, Tyler did take it behind the wall. Tyler Ducharme. A lot of guys out of the race here tonight. Let me give you a rundown of who was out of the race. Will Klein, Nate Trito, Freddie De La Rosa, Curtis Sawyer, Femi Olat, Anthony DiMaggio, and now Tyler Ducharme joining them off the track. Jake Nichols way up to the high side. That'd be cool if I could call that in and have you send it to me, but you know, there might be a day where we'll be able to do that. Who knows? Zoltan coming up on David Shutt. The one I was just looking at here, Ben Nelson way up high. He gets a good run off of 2 though. Closes that gap up on Zielinski. Nice run. I'll tell you, he's getting some huge runs off of 2. Look at that gap he just closed on Zielinski. He's not getting quite the run off of 4 that he is off of 2, but watch him when he comes out of turn 2. He gets huge runs out of turn 2. As I say that, he won't. He did. Pretty good run right there. He's going to close the gap right back up on Zielinski. They're coming up on Sean Williams. Sean just ahead of these guys, and I don't know if we can... no, that's not the one I want. There we go, thank you. You can see the leaders coming up on Sean here. Bobby Zielinski right behind him, and Sean's running in 12th, last car on the lead lap. And none of these guys are making any motion to come to pit road here. Now the one that did there, Robert Giannini, he is in 13th, 1 lap down, but he's got fresh tires. And it wouldn't take him long probably to run down some people here, but it's pretty much a given that he's going to make it in here tonight. Sean Williams gets out of the way and lets the leaders go by and let them all battle it up here. He gives the outside lane there to Jake Nichols. Jake running in 3rd. I know, that would be so cool. You know, I'd want to come up there in the summer though. That's kind of cold. I don't know, are you up in the Rocky Mountains? Obviously, everything's mountains in Colorado, but are you up in the Rockies, right up in there, where it's cold all the time? Or are you down in the valley there where it's nice and warm? Because it looks like a beautiful place. I mean, the business, the storefront looks amazing. It's you know, looks like a nice family restaurant, you know. Tony Schoen in top 10. Bifford in 11th. He's made it up to 11th. Now he's the last one on the lead lap. But he's not that far ahead of the leader. Probably about 9 seconds ahead of the leader. And I do not see any of these guys coming to pit road. I think they're kind of holding out to see if a caution's going to come out. And if a caution come out right now, you know, that could be in Ben Nelson's favor, because he seems to be able to beat Zielinski off of pit road. He's been having much better pit stops today than Bobby Zielinski. Well, a couple of pit stops have been better. Zielinski's had a couple that were a little bit better than Ben's, but he's been having some excellent pit stops today. Oh, okay. Well, that wouldn't be too bad. But what I think is so cool, you know, you're down, you know, it's 90 degrees, but you look up in the mountains and you see snow, you know, and it's summertime. That's what I think is so cool about that. I always loved that place. I actually almost had a chance to go there one time. We were going to go elk and mule deer hunting. I almost went, but needed the money, the green, you know. You got to buy the license and all that stuff. All right, Shutt. There's Robert Giannini. He just passed up David Shutt. Shutt's running in 4th. So he's running them down here to try to get back on the lead lap. We'll be coming up on Jake Nichols next. And I don't see any of these leaders coming to pit road, so they may just stay out here. I believe they could make it anyhow. It'd be about right around 50 laps, I think, on a tank of fuel. Yeah, I figured they probably could there, James. Thank you. Yeah, I figured they probably could. Are you done for the day, James? You want to come up to the booth with me and finish this up, or I guess that's up to you. Giannini going to go around the outside of 3rd place, Jake Nichols. Oh, a little loose there. But he's going to get the pass on him. Next, he's going to be running down 2nd place, Ben Nelson. Ben running about 0.8 of a second behind Bobby Zielinski now. Ben's led about 23 laps today. Zielinski has led 70 laps right now. Oh yeah, I could imagine. Yep, probably go skiing in the summer and snowmobiling up in the mountains, whatever you want to do there. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Well, here comes Giannini trying to get his lap back from Bobby Zielinski. Now, you don't want to battle too much with the leader, kind of, you know, out of respect, but he's going to have to be very, very careful how he chooses to get around the leader here, so he doesn't, you know, because we already seen him get pretty close there to taking out Ben Nelson. Looks like he's going to go around the outside here. Bobby's going to let him go. Yeah, even though Bobby's fast, with them new tires, Giannini's really got the hammer down. Bobby's not going to battle with him. He knows that he's got them new tires. He just lets them go. Don't want to get the battle on too hard with him and force him maybe to hit the wall and take him out. So Ben Nelson hanging on to 2nd. Jake Nichols close by in 3rd. David Shutt 4th. Zoltan Hertzeg top 5. Good run for all of these guys. Wow, man, I'm telling you. I am super impressed with the way these guys have been running. Bobby Cheney 6th. Having a great run here tonight. One that's going to hurt a little bit is Tyler Ducharme, but I think Tyler's already locked in. Bryce Senesac now 7th. Ooh, Big bobble there coming off of turn 2. Ben Nelson putting a little distance on Jake Nichols there. Looks like they're kind of about dead even right now. What's the Royal George, Emo? What's that? I'm not familiar with that. I don't mean to sound like a dummy, but geological stuff was not my forte in school. Zoltan Hertzeg looking to the inside of David Shutt, battling for 4th. Even though these guys are on old tires, boy, I'll tell you what, they're still putting the moves on them. Zoltan closed that gap big time here on David Shutt. I think Shutt's pretty much about burned up his tires right now. Well, everybody has, actually. But Zoltan seems like he's got it under control a little bit more. And they're going to probably stay green the rest of the way. We're coming to 10 to go the next time by right here, folks. Again, folks, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video, not a thumbs down. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if it's your first time here. You can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com for the full schedule. We do broadcast every night of the week now, and somewhere we've got something going on, and usually throughout the week there's 2, 3, 4 races going on at the same time. So we got several going on tonight. So we will be off Tuesday, though. No, I take that back. There is a race on Tuesday. I won't be doing it, but I may be helping in the booth. Chris Bryant into 8th. It was looking kind of bleak there for Chris for a while, but he's come from 16th up to 8th place. Tony Schoen from 15th to 9th. Giannini now back on the lead lap, running in 10th place and trying to run down some of these guys. He'll be trying to run down Tony Schoen, I'm sure. Well, it looks like Ben Nelson's gonna have 2nd place, and that's what he needs to pretty much guarantee himself a spot in the chase next week. They go to Gateway next week, folks, for the first race of the chase here in the Truck Series. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for the SRA Gen 6 series. Tornado Tailgaters take on, gosh, I can't remember what track they take on now. Matter of fact, I think we might be right back here at Homestead. But anyhow, that'll be the last race before the chase too. So tune in tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be going live. Jake Nichols come into 2nd in the points tonight, which I'm sure he'll take over the points lead, beating Femi Olat. But Femi is out of the race. He's back in 19th. So yeah, that's 16 points difference. He'll take over the points lead. But all the points will be reset to 0 starting next week for 12 drivers. We're going to find out which 12 make it in right at the end of this race, folks. So stick around and see who makes it in. Zielinski, 6 to go for Bobby. Ben Nelson 2nd. He is almost 3 seconds behind him. I don't think he's going to have enough time or laps to get up there, or enough tires. I would imagine, yeah, I would imagine that the altitude, yeah, that would probably I've played my sinuses up pretty heavy duty too, because I have a lot of sinus problems. It is a beautiful state though. Oh, up into the wall there. Somebody almost got up into the wall. Looks, what's that? Oh, that was Tyler Sifford. Oh, he is into the wall again. And he lost that position, so he's back to 11th now. That truck's tore up pretty bad. 4 to go, folks, for Bobby Zielinski. Bobby's coming back up on Robert Giannini then. And may pass up Robert. Robert got out there and burnt them tires up pretty good. Trying to run these guys down and getting by them. And now the leader's caught right back up to Robert. I don't think Bobby's going to try to get by him. He knows that Robert's still got newer tires than him. He just wants to finish the race out. 3 to go. 3 laps to go for Bobby Zielinski and Ben Nelson and Jake Nichols. They're separated out pretty heavy duty right now. Quite a bit of distance between them. There's like, what is that, 3.8 seconds. Ben Nelson's back. Jake Nichols about almost 2 seconds behind Ben Nelson now. David Schutt closing the gap here on Jake Nichols. Jake way up there on that high side. Boy, he gets a run off, but boy, I'll tell you, he gets awful close to that wall. That kind of makes me nervous. 2 to go for Bobby Zielinski. Solid run domination here tonight at Homestead, folks, for the last race of the regular season. Bobby Zielinski, he's going to lead 87 laps here tonight, folks. Just pure domination out of 130 laps. That's pretty awesome. And he is going to put Giannini back a lap down again. 1 to go. White flag in the air. 1 more lap for Bobby Zielinski. He can back off, relax a little bit here. He's got it made. 4 seconds ahead of second place Ben Nelson. And David Schutt did get around Jake Nichols and goes into third. I don't know how that's going to wind up here. He may have made it in. And that's going to wrap it up for the SRA regular season, folks, as they go into next week for the first race of the chase. But Bobby Zielinski bringing home the victory here tonight. Congratulations to Bobby Zielinski. Wow, great run right there at the very end. And I think, I think Bobby Cheney actually might have got around Jake Nichols at the end there too. So, but we'll check that out here in just a minute. The top 3, we'll get these guys up here in just a second. Hold on, don't go anywhere, and we will talk to all 3 of them. All right, we caught up with our winner here, Bobby Zielinski. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you bring home the victory again here tonight, folks. I think you led 87 laps tonight. Man, that was just absolutely mind-blowing how you led that many laps. But tell me about the end of that race. You had quite a huge lead and was still battling with Robert Giannini there, which was 10th place. He had just passed you with new tires, and you caught back up to him and repassed him.
Yeah, that was. I guess he was just struggling, or I don't know what was going on with him. But I was just trying to bring the truck home and finish. So that was interesting.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, great job out there tonight. How was the racing? I mean, comparably, you know, a lot of folks, Homestead, it's one of them, either you love it or you hate it track. And now you've won here, you got that under your belt. How's it feel? You know, how do you feel? It's you love it or hate it?
I'm in the middle, actually. Sometimes I hate it and sometimes I love it, I guess. I guess I used to kind of hate it, but it's a nice track now. It's just kind of middle of the road for me. And yeah, it's awesome. I'd never won here before in SRA in many attempts, so it's awesome to get it under the belt.
Well, I know you're used to driving Gen 6 a lot. Now, how much different is it now that you've won here in the trucks? How much different is it than driving in the Gen 6?
It's quite different, but you still run the same line around the track, so that obviously helps a lot. But yeah, I mean, the Gen 6 has so much more power, so you do have to drive it differently on the exits and all that, and it just handles a whole lot different. You know, the truck is more momentum-based with the less power, so you got to make sure you get a good center, but then also try not to kill your right front. It's, you know, it gets complicated, and then it gets loose on the exit, and, you know, you got to kind of baby it a little bit, and then throttle up, but, and then the cup car, just kind of, you don't have to worry as much about momentum because you got the power under your foot whenever you need it. So, yeah.
Well, going back to, let's go back to when pit stops were winding up there on them cautions. We've seen Ben Nelson beat you off of pit road a couple of times, but you beat him off the pit road. Now, what was the deal there? It seemed like a couple of times maybe your pit crew just wasn't quite as fast as his.
Yeah, I think since, you know, Marcus isn't here, he's off in Richmond doing cool stuff. He lent me his pit crew, and I had Marcus's pit crew tonight. I just kept losing spots. I mean, one time I retained the lead, but
yeah,
gosh, it's so annoying because like you get into your pit box just fine, and then the guy in third beats you by a good margin. Like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah,
and you just gotta deal with it, and hopefully, you know, you have enough time to, you know, get by him. And thankfully there, we went green to the end, and I was just kind of biding my time, and hopefully I was saving my right front, and that actually happened to be the case. And then I was able to pass him, and ultimately come home with the win, so.
Well, there was one pit stop there that, man, I'll tell you, it was you and David Shutt, Ben Nelson, and Jake Nichols. It was a drag race off of pit road, and I really didn't know who was going to win it, but Ben Nelson wound up beating you guys by inches. Coming off that, you know, going across that line, and that made all the difference in the world. But Bobby, you bring home the win here tonight. This has got to be sweet to you. You know, you're locked into the chase. You said you were going to try to go for it, and going to be pretty awesome, man. I can't wait to see how the chase is going to start. Now they go to start out at Gateway next week. How do you run there?
I don't think I've ever raced there before, but I have done laps there for virtual racing school. So I've some experience there, but it was in like a K&N car. So the truck, yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy race. It's a weird track. I never raced there. I don't know if I'm fast, you know. So
I guess you'll be doing a little practicing next week, huh?
Yeah, I think before the race we'll get a little bit more, and and just to make sure we're not, you know, running 20th. But yeah, we're gonna go for the title and have some fun with it. If it happens, it happens. You know, I was fortunate enough to win the titles in Gen 6, and then we had the Nationals Series Throwback League about a year back, and so it'd be awesome to win a truck title.
All right, Bobby. Well, who you got to thank for this win?
Yep, thank everyone for showing up today and racing. It was a lot of fun. Shout out to Ben. It was a good battle. Shout out to everyone that makes this league happen at SRA. You know, Bobby, Austin, Justin Gable, Dante Ballard, Randy Roberts, all of them. I'm probably missing somebody, and they're going to be mad. And then thanks my sponsor, Virtual Racing School. Not on the car, but they're my supporter. So thanks to them too.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us, Bobby. Go celebrate that win, and we'll see you next week at Gateway.
Yeah, sure thing, Rudy.
All right, we caught up with second place Ben Nelson. Ben, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you managed to pull out a second place on there. Now, I know there was a lot of times you beat Bobby off of pit road, but the battles that you guys were having right there, you know, and them last closing laps were pretty intense. And it looked like about them last 15 laps, you just kind of relaxed a little bit. You said, look, I'm not going to be able to beat Bobby to the line, but, you know, I can settle in for second place.
Yeah, I mean, I tried my best after that last pit stop to keep up with him because I knew I've never been very good here, but I tried my best. I was trying a different line. Obviously, it was way different than his. It was working for me for about 25 laps, but I don't think my tires liked it too much, so I had to give up something, and it was just I had to give up some time in order to stay in second. And I don't know what happened to Jake back there, but it looked like he got loose and hit the wall, but we were going to have a good battle, too, if he didn't have that issue. But congratulations to Bobby for the win.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to cut you any slack here, Ben. Man, you had some awesome pit stops today. You led 23 laps. You did what you had to do. I'm not sure if you made it into the chase yet. Bobby Cheney's here. He's going to let us know who the top 12 are going into next week in the chase. But I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you did make it in. That would be pretty awesome. But who you got to thank for the second place tonight?
Well, I'd like to thank Bobby for the incredible racing. That was a lot of fun. He taught me something too, so that's nice. And I'd also like to thank my primary sponsor, MS and Me, for MS Awareness. They're so great. I love the message that they send, and I'm glad to carry it on. And my secondary sponsor, CMTA, I'm wearing their shirt now, new on my broadcast, so you can see it on the camera on my my YouTube channel in there too. Thanks for everybody that supports me there, and the whole league for putting on such a great race. It's so much fun.
It looks like a lot of fun. And you did a great job tonight, Ben, man. I'll tell you, it was some great battling up there with Bobby Zielinski and David Shutt and Jake Nichols. That was pretty awesome. It was you four up there battling pretty much all night long. That was great.
Yeah, I think this is the best finish I've ever had at this track in any series. I'm not very good here.
Well, what do you think about Gateway next week?
It's a very different track to really anything else. It's more like a Darlington short track. It's the best I can describe it as. It's going to be really interesting to see who's fast.
All right. Well, we'll hopefully see you next week, and good luck here. Good luck next week, but congratulations tonight. Thanks for talking with us there, Ben.
Thank you. See you next week.
All right. Okay, we got third place, David Shutt. You pulled out a third place tonight, David. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks, Rudy.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was pretty nip and tuck back there for a while. It was good battling with Jake Nichols, trying to keep him at bay. But I don't know what happened to him here. They got into the wall or something there, and he lost a couple of positions. But you managed to pull out second tonight. Or third, I mean. I'm not sure how this is going to fit in the points, but I'm going to just kind of guess and say it looks like you might have made it into the chase.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made it. I know stuff didn't show up, and
yep.
I was already in there at that point, so should be good to go in terms of that. But yeah, race was a lot of fun. For second, it felt like towards the end there when Zielinski shot off there, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was me and Nichols. We always seem to race closely together. We're pretty close, I think, in terms of speed. So, and both of us can race each other really hard, but also really clean. So, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, on that last couple laps there, he got loose and hit the wall, and then he tried to block me, and I wasn't confident moving or swerving to try to avoid and get around him. I was afraid the tires were so worn out, I was just going to spin out. So I hit him, and then he kind of nosed into the wall, and then came back and bounced off me, and then we somehow kept going. But yeah, race was a lot of fun.
Oh, it looked like it, man. Well, you know, talking about going to Gateway next week, what do you think about that after running a mile and a half here tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't think I've ever run a race there. I've had the track since it came out, but yeah, definitely I was somebody who wanted to put this track on because I like different variety, some stuff that we haven't done before. So yeah, I have no idea. I could be terrible at that track, but I'm looking forward to the change.
Well, awesome run tonight, David. Who you got to thank?
I'd like to thank everybody at SRA, mostly Bobby, Gable, and Randy Roberts for running the league. To thank all the viewers that came out and all the drivers. And hopefully they can stay tuned for an awesome championship chase here.
All right, David. Well, congrats again on third, and we'll see you next week at Gateway.
Yep, thanks a lot, Rudy.
All right, we did catch up with Bobby Cheney. Bobby, you're going to let us know who the top 12 are in the points, correct?
Yep, I have your top 12 here for you. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, going in, that won the regular season on points. That'd be Jake Nichols. We'll go in order here from 1 through 12. Jake Nichols, Femi Olat, Bobby Zielinski, myself in fourth. Finished fourth in points. Cody Miller gets in there with a 5th place in points in the regular season. Tyler Ducharme, Bryce Senesac makes it there in 7th place. We got Robert Gianni, I think. I just call him Rudy Giuliani. He makes it in 8th in points. Good run for him. David Shutt comes in 9th in points. Tyler Sifford 10th. Tony Schoen, or is it Schoen or Schoen?
Schoen.
11th. And Ben Nelson was ineligible for the chase because he missed 3 races for the season, so that takes him out. He was in. Takes him out, and that puts Sean Williams in 12th.
Awesome.
In points. So Sean Williams makes it in. Points his way in there on for the chase, 12th. And James Coulibaly missed it. Just missed it. Well, I guess he missed it by a good decent amount, but he come in 13th there. So, it was a good run, and everybody was racing hard tonight. There was a couple of grooves out there. It was loose. It was fun. Then they drove their heart out, and we'll go. I think he said next week, so we'll go to Gateway, and it should be fun. Hopefully, these guys can put on the battle. I mean, you missed 3 races. It sucks for Ben, but that's the rules. It just we want guys that are gonna try to make it every single week. It's just kind of a guy that's gonna come in and out of here and point his way in just because he's that good. That's why that rule's in place. So, it gives the guys that show up every week, a little bit of an advantage there. So, good luck to all them guys, and we'll get started next week.
All right, thanks, Bobby. Thanks for letting us know who's going to make it in. It's going to be interesting next week. So, all right, we're going to run down through the final results here, folks, and we'll get out of here. All right, Bobby Zielinski winning here tonight. Ben Nelson in 2nd, David Shutt 3rd, Bobby Cheney finishes 4th, Jake Nichols in the top 5. In 6th place was Bryce Senesac, Nicholas Kressel 7th, Chris Bryant 8th, Tony Schoen 9th, and Robert Giannini 10th. Tyler Sifford finishing 11th, Sean Williams 12th, Josh Robin 13th, Zoltan Herzeg will finish 14th, Tyler Ducharme 15th, James Coulibaly 16th, Cody Miller 17th. Cody did a good job getting back out there and turning more laps to pick up more positions, so he did a great job with that. Anthony DiMaggio 18th, Femi Olat way back in 19th, did lose the points lead, but it doesn't matter now. They'll all be reset to 0, but he did make it into the chase. Curtis Sawyer 20th, Freddie D finishes 21st, Nate Trito 22nd, and finishing up there, the last place was Will Klein, only turned just a handful of laps. So, all right, well, again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Bobby Zielinski, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night for the SRA Tornado Tailgaters Gen 6 Series, folks. But until then, stay safe and have a good night.